Shady, what in the world? Nah, let me not start with that.
Yeah.
Chase, what would it
time with me?
Chase, what would it mean if, in the event the Eagles actually lose to the Cowboys on Sunday, what would it mean?
Anyone can beat anyone on any given Sunday, right? That's what we say.
That's what they
Even
say.
with Kenny Pickett and the JV team for the Dallas Cowboys, they could lose, okay? So if they do, and it's probably worst case scenario, they're going to have to play Jalen Hurts next week against the Giants. Because right now, if they win this game against the Cowboys, they will be the number 2 seed no matter what in the playoffs. However, if you lose, you would be in danger of now having to play your starters. I bet Saquon would like it because he'd go off and probably get the record. But if they lose, then you're going to have to play and not say rush, but Jalen Hurts hasn't cleared concussion protocol yet. You would have to play him rather than rest him like we were saying about earlier. So that, to me, is a huge deal. I'm excited to see Kenny Pickett play, to be honest with you, and what Kellen Moore, the offensive coordinator for the Philadelphia Eagles, has in store for not only Saquon because he's close to the record, but I think if you win this game, like Shady said earlier in the show, you can rest Jalen for 14 days, 15 days. He doesn't have to play, rest his brain, rest his head. So this is a huge game, I think, for the Eagles.
Jay, what happens if they lose?
Man, if the Eagles lose, it should be contract offers for Micah Parsons to be the highest paid player in NFL history in the locker room, and Mike McCarthy's contract should be in the locker room
I like it.
as well. If Mike comes into, is this the link?
Yep.
Yeah.
You know it's the link.
If Mike comes into the link with Cooper Rush, no CeeDee Lamb, no run game, and beats the best team in the NFC, that's what should happen. Because this right here is impossible. You like to bet? All right, so this is one of them games you should just money line it. Put your money on the Eagles and just go win some free money because this is a wrap. This is crazy.
What about you, Five?
I'm just trying to figure out, like, who came up with this question. I kind of know who did it, but
I kinda
it was
know.
more of, like, why?
It was Colvin for sure.
I gotta answer the question?
Yes.
What are we talking about? I'm not,
Acho wearing green, though.
give your take. I don't have a take. Like, there's no way we losing these guys. You kidding me? They can't beat us with their starting quarterback. They're going to beat us with the backup?
But if
Think
they
about
do-
that. Here's my fear is like,
Fair.
my fear is if Kenny Pickett starts this game, how are the Eagles going to run their offense?
Yeah.
What I find fascinating is oftentimes, in the best case scenario, your backup quarterback plays a similar brand of football to your starting quarterback. Think about the Commanders. Their backup quarterback, Marcus Mariota, the starter, Jaden Daniels. So you don't have to change too much. I was listening to Shady and Chase about 45 minutes ago having a similar conversation, and they said, how are they going to adjust the game plan for Kenny Pickett? That's my fear. Jalen Hurts plays a particular brand of football that Kenny Pickett at least didn't appear comfortable playing. Obviously, backups don't get nearly as much practice. So in the event, you can't run the zone reads that you're used to running. So you can't create the bend-back gap. I'll try to break that down sometime next week that Saquon Barkley runs through. You can't keep the backside defender at home because you don't have the fear of Jalen Hurts pulling and running, so Saquon Barkley can't run scot-free. What happens then? So that would only be my fear in how this game breaks down.
And I won't give out all my secrets and my sources because I am connected in Philadelphia. What if I told you that Kellen Moore's offense fits more of Kenny Pickett than Jalen Hurts? What if I said that Kellen Moore's offense had to cater more to Jalen Hurts and the way he plays?
I wouldn't be surprised.
I'd agree with that.
1,000%.
Okay,
I'd agree with
so,
that.
1,000%.
so 1,000% you agree with that. Then why is it so hard for you to believe that Kenny Pickett will be more comfortable in his Kellen Moore offense this week against the depleted Cowboys?
JV team.
Because Jalen, let's be honest with it, A.J. Brown's probably going to get more targets with Kenny Pickett. Smitty going to get more targets with Kenny Pickett. They're going to be fine.
But they might be off target.
Really quick, though, because we keep...
They should have won that game last week. Yeah. The one they lost, they should have won that
They
game.
have 3 PIs.
Come on,
this
man.
week. He was throwing it there.
But we keep on talking Kenny Pickett and the offense. It's all pro players on that offense over there. How are the Dallas Cowboys going to score, sir?
That's
No
the
CeeDee
question.
Lamb, no run game with the backup quarterback against arguably the best defense in football. How they getting the 10 points?
We're not talking about the Cowboys.
That is the
Jets
Hey, there are no questions about how Joe Burrow is going to score, but get this, the Bengals, even though they started atrociously, in the event they win, their hope is still alive. But Hurts hasn't practiced all week dealing with that concussion. Still, the question though, Shady McCoy, for you, how concerning is this Jalen Hurts injury?
Not that bad. It's a concussion, right? It just takes some time. Once he gets himself together, right, he feels comfortable, he'll be out there. I'm happy it's more of a concussion than something else. Broken rib, hurt knee, right? Hurt ankle, hurt arm, wrist, shoulder. Like somebody that's more serious to me, but I think he'll be fine. And another thing is, he might need this little break, right? We got a long playoff stretch here. Some other teams, Packers, what you guys like?
Vikings.
Vikes.
Yeah.
Sam Darnold.
Yeah, they're going to be quick. They're going to be in and out. Jalen Hurts going to have a long playoff stretch. You know what I mean? So get show rest. I think we smoked the Cowboys, right? We're going to smoke the Cowboys. That's going to be an easy one. At home at the crib, Kenny Pickett going to do his thing. You know, Pitt player going to win that game for us. You know what I'm saying? A.J. Brown been talking to him all week. He's ready. Devontae's ready to redeem himself. So we're going to beat them boys. And then we're going to rest up a little bit. Right? And it's going to be one of them things where this my boy Saquon go get that record. We got a lot of other things to worry about than Jalen Hurts. Let Jalen Hurts chill. You know what I mean? Go ahead, captain on the seat. Go and relax. Yeah. We got you. So, I mean, we could talk about this whole topic for a little bit. I don't want to waste my time when the Cowboys eating. But, you know, we'll see.
It's absolutely concerning. It's absolutely concerning. For more reasons.
Shady.
What you concerned about, though? Seriously, though.
Number one, we just don't know enough about concussions and brain trauma. So you realize if you get a concussion, you're more susceptible to getting another one, particularly if you come back too soon. And it's out of Jalen Hurts' hands. Yeah. See, here's a good thing. To Shady, I actually vehemently disagree with what he said, but I understand why he said it. If it was a strained hamstring or quad, hey, it's pain tolerance. It's up to you, Jalen. Like, you make the decision if you want to play or not. But if it's a concussion, it's not up to you. It's out of your hands. It's up to the specialist, like Chase is saying. It's up to the head trainer. If it's a hammy like Mike Evans dealt with, hey, it's up to you on pain tolerance. You go do what you want to do. George Pickens, it's up to you. This is out of Jalen Hurts' hands, whether he plays or not. So that's one reason I'm concerned. Second reason...
Can I respond to that one?
Of course.
I play running back. You ever have a concussion before?
RB. I played through it.
Oh, you told me that story. Okay. Have you guys ever had concussions?
Not that I know of.
So you telling me that? So
Not that I know of.
The next time Jalen Hurts might have to play a real game, what, 3 weeks? You think? About 3 weeks?
They won't play him next week if they win.
This week he's taking off. This week, right?
Yeah.
Okay, he's gonna take off all next week.
Possibly if they win.
Whatever. We can take it. We on the playoffs. But it is what it is.
Yeah.
Okay, so the third week is probably the first. If we have to do a wild card game, he had to play 3 weeks. You tell me it's going to take 3 weeks to get you?
No, it's not at all.
You get a concussion, just knock your head on the
It's
drink.
not at all what I'm saying. But what I'm saying is this. If you give a trainer a thumbs-up sign, I'm good to go back in the game, you know what you're doing? You're going back into the game. But with the concussion, that's the one injury that you can give somebody a thumbs-up sign, which Jalen Hurts did, and they still said you're out. There's never been other injuries. If you say I'm good to go, oh, he said he's good, you're good. But the concussion, you do not have authority.
But nowadays, right, if let's say that because there's been times where I've got like banged up and I might need a little second, oof. And then I'm like perfectly normal. Yeah. But nowadays with the spotters, you can't do that.
That's all I'm saying.
So he might have been cool, but for them to make sure he's good, because so I've been doing my research. I ain't gonna sit here and lie to y'all. You know, shady sources.
Yeah, shady sources.
The 215 number or the 267. I call my boys back there. I say, yo, what's up with our captain? Is he good? They say, yeah, he good. He be all right. You know what I mean? For media, for us, he's still in protocol. Yeah. Game day playoffs, he's gonna be ready to roll.
Let's keep a spade. Man.
Yeah, thank you. That's all I want. That's all I want. Let's keep it real, Acho.
One, I do understand where you're going, Acho, because we are very, very sensitive with head.
1,000%. And
you care, and you love our people. I get it.
I don't even want to play around with that.
Right.
If this was the playoffs at the Link against the Green Bay Packers, and he gave them the thumbs up, he going out there on that football field.
No,
yes, he is. So. Yes, he is. You are playing the Dallas
Cowboys.
To him, though.
It's up to independent, not Eagles, not Packers, independent neurologists. It's not his choice.
Bro, are we really acting like we ain't been in these locker rooms and in this training room, man?
James, the league has changed, though. Again, back when I was in it, back when you was in it, there was not the independent spotters, James.
So weeks later, he's going to play. But can we agree that?
Weeks later,
he's going to play.
Yes.
Yeah, all right.
James is saying something different. James is acting like...
I'm saying the real, but I ain't, like I say...
your real sounds unsafe.
It's a head injury, so if it was a playoff game, he's going
and I'm wobbling, but I'm doing this. I'm thinking like, where you going with this?
I'm not saying wobbling.
I'm not with you.
He probably is out of the Commanders game. I'm saying right now.
You scaring me, dog.
Going back in that game. Come on, man. Y'all sound crazy. If the playoffs was this Sunday or Saturday, whenever, Jalen Hurts would be playing.
Yeah, correct. But I thought you were saying like during the game.
No, I'm not saying the Commanders game giving a thumbs up. I'm saying right now in that locker room, give you the thumbs up. He's going out there in that playoff game. He's saying the doctors is going to be. I don't agree with that. I really don't. And we've been in that locker room.
You really did give him
a lot of times.
I did not see
a lot of times it really is up to the players.
He said, I'm good.
If it was the playoffs, he would be going out there.
Well, we all been there, though. You lying around. McCoy.
Yeah.
And the thing is, you used to be able to get away with that. They implemented the rule 2012 Cleveland Browns. I was drafted there. My Colt McCoy, he got James Harris. Pittsburgh too. Knocked him out smooth. Colt goes back into the game. After that, I think Colt's family, they go on a show, and so after that, the NFL implemented the independent, because if you leave it up to the Eagles, like James said, of course he's going back in there. But I just don't know if he has that authority.
Now, even if you show signs of it all wobbling, because it was after the 2-1 where they got more serious on it, and I was actually in a game versus the 49ers. Justin Herbert got knocked a little bit crazy, and he got up like sort of wobbly, and that was the first time they'd ever pulled anyone in. I went in cold for like a couple plays. It wasn't good.
How'd you finish the game?
I mean, I only played like 5 plays. And then he came back in. But it is more serious. Look, you can't take head injuries lightly. But I don't think it's catastrophic by any means. I think they're probably going to be safe with them this week. All indications are Kenny Pickett starting. I understand that. I don't think it's concerning long-term in terms of pure on-the-field play. I don't think it's going to necessarily help him or hurt him one way or another. I'm looking forward to what Kenny Pickett can do. And I think Shady brought up a really good point last week when Jalen came out of the game. They had to continue running the game plan for Jalen Hurts, RPO stuff. That's not Kenny Pickett. I'm interested to see, can they get Saquon Barkley going with a more traditional run game? Can they get A.J. Brown going more involved? And I always told James, I said, man, you love playing with me because if I'm a backup quarterback, I am throwing the ball to my star player every single time. Like, if I'm a betting man in Vegas, I would take the over on catches for A.J. Brown times 1,000,000. Like, it's one thing when you get in as a backup quarterback first, try not to make a mistake. Don't lose the ball game because you're a much better team than the Cowboys. Second of all, I don't care what the read is. Find James Jones, find Shady McCoy, your stud players, and just keep feeding them the ball. I think that's what happens. I think they walk away with the win easy.
What up, YouTube family? Welcome to the facility. Thanks for watching, and you better be sure to hit that subscribe button if you want to get more highlights from the show and all of our exclusive content.